everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Nothing to Do podcast. I am your host, Jeremy. And as soon as I hit the record button, I lose light, my natural lighting that I have here in my studio, aka my living room. But how y'all doing? Y'all good? School's almost out, yeah. School's almost out. The weather's looking nice. Them gas prices is looking arribota, they looking type high. I don't know. Listen, I'll tell you this. Um, Having a nice car isn't the flex anymore. Having a nice car is not the flex anymore. The flex now is filling up your fucking gas tank. I'll tell you that. If Shorty come in your car and that gas tank is to the tippy top, you're getting pussy that night. I'll tell you that. You're getting some pussy that night. Yo, them gas prices, it cost me damn near what? Gas over here in Providence is like almost $5 a gallon now. Shit costs like $80 to fill a tank now. It's crazy. It's crazy. Them $20, that shit's not going anywhere anymore. I'll tell you that. Um, you know, them gas prices is too damn high.
Man, who's the president? Byron.
Joe Byron, what the fuck's going on, man? What the fuck's going on? Esto es demasiado loco. Niggas don't even want to leave the crib. Yeah, they'll figure out. I'll take one of them ride scooters everywhere. I don't give a fuck no more. I was riding those around Providence a couple weeks ago for we were all out for Steven's graduation. Shout out Steven. He got his master's. He's got a master's in public administration. We were all out downtown. The first time I rode those in Providence, that shit was mad fun, and I think that looks like the fucking way for the summer because these gas prices, they are booming. They're booming, baby. They're booming. What else? I mean, yeah, yo. The summer's about to start. And I came here not I didn't prepare anything for this episode. I do that sometimes. Y'all know me by this point, I'll go, I'll do 3 episodes. Got that ding. I got my notes there right there. But then on that 4th, sometimes 5th episode, I just feel like coming in here spitting off the top. And it could be fire or it could be garbage. Either way,
it's fucking nice out. Who's trying to chill, smoke some loud, feel me?
That's facts. It's fucking nice out indeed. It's fucking nice out. If you're watching this on YouTube, again, thank you for watching it on YouTube, first of all. And second of all, if you're watching this on YouTube, I know you noticed behind me, I got some stuff going on in the back here, man. The studio is coming to fruition. I'm hanging some shit up. I'm making this look nice and homey back here, making this look a little vibe. God damn. I don't want to talk. I say that, but just by bringing it up, I'm always gonna digress into. I don't have anything to say about what's been happening in this last, 2-3 weeks. Really, the past like month and a half, with the biggest one being in Uvalde, Texas. I mean, shit. Prayers go out to all the victims and the families. I gotta say that, right? No, but seriously, this is fucked up. And what's crazy is it's just like that's going everywhere now, and it's like you go on the news. Like sometimes I try my best. I try my best to keep up with the news on some level. Just because you need some sort of awareness, but it's just like the media on that level kind of just sucks nowadays. And you do it just to kind of stay in the loop for small conversations, talk, so you're not completely oblivious to what's going on. But since the Uvalde, Texas shooting, there's been like threats after arrests, after calls in and threats of shootings and weapons being bringing in. And it's just like, yo, this world's gone mad, bruv. It's gone mad, bruv. Even here in Providence, the school right up the street, there was a whole thing. They fired the principal over at a middle school near me. because there was a threat. Somebody thought they saw a kid go into the school with the weapon, and our mayor was not happy with the response time for the principal to kind of do anything. Um, and yeah, they fired him, but it's just like, yeah, I don't know what's going on, and it's just like, God damn, that's why this fucking social media shit is so scary. People talk about, guns and mental health, and that's all. I mean, that's all fair, right? That's all true. It's just like we have to address sort of like the access to fucking crazy ass weapons that people have. And then we also just got to address like the mental state of, you know, our fucking youth. Like, what the fuck is dry? Because it's just like to condemn them. It's weird to condemn them just as the act, of course, right? The act in general is an evil act, right? That is an evil fucking thing to do. But to just dismiss these these the actual shooters as just like evil, it takes away from a conversation that needs to be had in terms of mental health in this country. Um and it sucks. It's like it's tragic on both ends, right? Because it's just like on the other hand, like you don't want this shit to happen to your kids, to your family, whatever it may be. But then it's like you look at the other side, it's just like, how does someone so young? Because usually these shooters are they're never like, I mean, in some case, I think the one in Buffalo, maybe, or maybe the stuff that happened in New York, like in New York City, a few weeks or a few months ago, they were older, but they're usually like younger kids, like under 25 always. That's that commits these like this heinous ass shit. And this is also not to take away because also like there's always the argument of what comes in is just like of police response and how police handle an active shooter um compared to how they handle a black man at a routine traffic stop, right? Or even just like a black man that may be armed but like not necessarily, I don't know, it's right. um but I don't feel like this is happening so much to the point that like, yes, that is always a valid point, and it's always a point to be had when you juxtapose it, like, with when Eric Garner, George Floyd, whatever, right? But at this point, it's happening at such a rate that it's just like that conversation, even that conversation has to take a step back, and now we have to address the actual state of the youth in fucking America. But what the fuck do I know, right? I don't know. It's weird. It's scary. And me, like working in education, is just like the biggest thing. The biggest thing. I gotta fucking remember to talk into the mic because I I start editing after this, and then I'm just like, oh my volume's going here, and this is fucking up everything. I'm right here. All right, where was I? I'm sorry, y'all. Um, yeah, as an educator, it's like the biggest thing is that you have to know how to have these conversations with students, and you have to not be afraid to have these conversations with students. Unfortunately, no matter how young you wish that, I mean, I personally, I'm working with, the age group of like 4 to 6 and 7. And that's like the last thing you would, I mean, forget it as a parent. I don't even want to think about it on that level, but even as an educator, like you don't feel like you want to have to address this in front of them. But it's like, unfortunately, we live at a time where it's just like, if you have so even like the little kids in passing have access to so much information. Um, I mean, I have kids in my class that literally come in talking about the fucking war in Ukraine. It's just like, so like obviously at the whole shit that happened in Uvalde. Um, first thing the director of my division did was because I had this fucking substitute that day. And she came to me. She was like, "Listen, I can already see students in your class. I already have a picture of who it would be. I'll possibly bring it up. This is how you talk to it about them." And I believe that's important. It's funny because I know Cranston. I know another city here in Rhode Island, in Providence. Yeah, in Rhode Island, a city in Providence. Fucking idiot. um, they send out an email to parents and the families in the district, and after this stuff happens, kind of reminding them like, my hearts are with the whatever. These are reminders to and all it did was highlight like, lock all the doors, fucking don't let anybody in you don't know. Don't let anybody in you even do know if they don't have a pass, blah, blah, blah. And it's like they highlighted all this, like almost like this information that it's almost irrelevant, in the sense that, like, even with a lot of these shootings, historically speaking, it's never been somebody that kind of just walks, like, I mean, in some cases, yeah, they kind of just walk in, maybe just out of like there was a door open, whatever it is. It's usually them fucking driving their car into the building, them busting a window open with their fucking rifle or something of that sort, right? And then on the bottom, there's like a footnote on like links to visit on a website as to like, how do you talk to your kids about this? And it's like, no, you gotta, like, unfortunately, we live a time where even as kids as young as 5 years old have to have this conversation. Or if not, you're in jeopardy of them hearing it from somebody else other than you as a parent or a teacher or an educator. And that's the last thing you want, right? The last thing you want is your 5 year old going to school acting like nothing's wrong. And then like some fucking shithead little third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh grader comes by and just starts making jokes and like scaring the shit out of your kid, and then them feeling confused and unsafe at your school, right? So yeah, for all those parents that are listening to me right now, and maybe are taking that brush under the rug approach, I don't think that's a good idea. Because your kids are gonna find out either way. But yeah, I said I wasn't gonna talk about it, and there goes my 2 cents in that right now. Um, yeah, yeah, I don't know. It's sad shit. I've been taking, even I'm back in class now. I'm back in school, and we had this conversation. Obviously, like, even as I'm in a program to get um my master's in education, I'm in an education psych class, and this shit happens the day before, and it's like, even the professor's like, well, like, we have to talk about this now, right? Um, so and yeah, so we talked about it. We talked about all that stuff. It's funny being back in class, yo. I'm back in school. Back in school. I'm the only other guy in the class, because guys clearly they don't give a fuck about being teachers or educators. Funny enough, there's only one other guy in the class. I don't know his name. There's like 30 of us in the class. And you would think he's like, yo, Jeremy, that's lit, bro. The numbers are in your favor. I would say there's like probably 30 girls, 30 women in my class, and about 28 of them are married with kids and shit. It's fucking wild. They're all older. But it's funny, as old and mature as we may seem, yo, we are still the same. Like, I still talk to, like, there's this girl where, we still have the group discussions, cutaways in between, discuss this dilemma between Susie. Is right. Um, and then it's just like, this girl, she's in our group. She's like, I'm totally gonna be honest. Like, I wasn't paying attention, and I saw the whole time she was on her phone. It's like, damn, like, motherfuckers really don't give a fuck still. Like, they had shit has not changed on that level. It's just like, I tried to. I'd be tired as fuck, and it's not just me. That this program in general, and like everybody in this class, is like coming from a full-time job to come here to 3:30 to 6:30 to sit down for 3 hours in an education class. And the professor actually makes it interesting, and she's a really good professor, and I try my best. Like, I mean, the worst you get out of me is just like, I'm like dozing off sometimes when the lecture kind of drifts. I try my best to stay engaged, but it's just like, yo, for the people that are just like literally on their phone, just scrolling their whole time, and it's like, you would think that like there'd be a level of how what's the word? a level of shit. I can't even think of the word right now. Um,
It's fucking nice out. Who's trying to chill, smoke some loud? Feel me?
that's like the vibe everybody's on in that class. But it's cool, man. I'm fucking back in school, and yeah, yo, it's a trip being back in that type of setting. Um, in other news, Happy Pride Month, right? Happy Pride Month.
Solidarity! Solidarity!
Yo, you know what's fucking funny is that literally, so Pride Month is June, right? And I read this fucking story where this guy at Ohio graduation for high school, I don't even, it's somewhere in Ohio, just decided to take this time in June, Pride Month, and just pull up a 40-foot, 45-foot behind the back, eyes closed, shot at the rim. He was this guy's name is Jim McGuire. He was an alumni speaker at this graduation, right? And he took this time to not only congratulate and prepare this set of incoming young professionals, young students, young adults into the next phase of their lives, but also took it as a time to condemn homosexual relationships and remind them that quote unquote choose a spouse. I suggest. I also strongly suggest to make sure to choose biblical principles. A male with the female, and a female with the male. So so yo, that's fuck. Yo, I died laughing. I mean, like, listen, you gotta laugh at this shit sometimes, right? We sat through 4 years of Trump, nigga. Us, we all got our licks out in the public media. Um, but damn, yo, it's just like what was running through this guy's head, man. He's just like, yo, he's like, listen here, man. I want to go speak at River Valley here tomorrow. Watching them do these some bitches. Boy pulled out there. He said, yo, listen, it's cool. It's cool. You guys are graduating, that's lit. Just remember, no dicks and butts. All right. And no, none of this shit either. None of this. Keep that shit between you and Jesus, you and the Lord. Okay. Um, damn, yo, old people really gotta mind their fucking business, bro. Oh, excuse me. Old people really gotta just mind their fucking business and just get old and mind your business. Y ya, coño. Like that shit is funny though. Like that shit is kind of funny. I don't know why I find it funny. Maybe part of me that finds it funny. I mean, it's sad, man. Okay, like I can sit here and talk about all the closeted kids that go through so much trauma and would rather be anything but themselves, but I'm not going that route. I imagine the because I'm thinking of like if this shit happened at my school, like bro, that shit would be so. If this shit happened at my school, like, and I just think of like the parents, the outrage from parents and stuff like that. Um, I'm thinking about it like, is it if this was like a movie, if this is some shit that would happen in like super bad, or some like Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill movie. Um, yeah, I don't know. I read that story, and it tickled me a little bit. Hey, come eat this fucking pussy, nigga. Yeah, that's that was sort of his vibe. It's just like, yeah, just make sure the guys are with the girls and the girls are with the guys, and that's the only way it could be between you and the Lord, right? Um, yeah. What else is there to talk about? There's not much to talk about besides what I just talked about. The Celtics. What do you mean? The fucking Celtics just took game one, completely stole game one from under the Golden State Warriors' feet at home, closed the game out at a 40-16 one. And boy, oh boy, do the Celtics look hot. They're coming and they're coming for you, Steph Curry and Golden State. All right. So just be ready. You know why? You know why? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why in 1 second.
It's fucking nice out. Who's trying to chill? Smoke some loud. Feel me?
No, I don't know. Yeah, I fell asleep after the first quarter yesterday. I went into the series trying to be realistic about the Celtics chances. I said Warriors in 6, mainly because of experience. Honestly, we took the Bucks out in 7 when they had no Chris Middleton. Not saying, and just on defense alone, the Bucks missed Chris Middleton. That being said, we did beat the best player in the world, in Giannis Antetokounmpo. Oh boy, did we not look good against the Heat. The Heat, we should have beat them in 6. We were a better team than the Heat in 6. And yes, I'm saying we now. I'm saying we. Because I'm getting that Red Sox anxiety from the Celtics team right now. And I've gotten it more than once. Okay. So but yeah, I mean, I feel like we match up well. On paper, I think we should beat the Warriors in the sense that we match up well against them. We're younger than them. But the thing is that with the Warriors, they got that core back in full effect, bro. From 5-6 years ago, that basically revolutionized basketball. They got that core back on top of Wiggins, on top of Jordan Poole, who have both been balling more or less. And the fact that the Celtics look so ugly when they should have closed out game 6 against the Heat and they couldn't. And then they were a botch 3 away from blowing a lead in the 4th against the Heat. Like, they look tight. And now they're in the NBA Finals and they're facing the veterans in, I think with Clay, I think they've been to every finals as long as Clay's been in the team in the last like 6-7 years. But we stole game 1, which is huge, which is actually huge for that confidence and playing loose. Like, Steph Curry was shooting. I fell asleep at the end of the first quarter because I got responsibilities and I was really tired. Steph Curry was shooting the lights out. And from my understanding, like watching highlights and, looking at the rundown this morning, like, the Celtics the Warriors had control of that game up until the 4th quarter where they completely just fell apart. I don't know if they fell apart or if the Celtics just completely fucking came alive in some god tier way. Either way, I'll take it. I think it's good for their mentality moving forward. And yeah, hopefully the Celtics can close this out. That would be fucking lit if the Celtics close this out. So shout out to the Celtics. Stranger Things came out again too. I'm over here running shit down that I've been doing. Stranger Things did not disappoint though. Waited 3 years for that season and that shit was lit. That's really all I'm gonna say on it right now because I don't feel like burning it down just yet. But yeah, who do you think is hotter, 11 or Mad Max? And it's cool now because they're both 18, so like it's not, it's not that creepy, right?
Well, show me the monkey.
I'm gonna go with the unpopular opinion. I think Mad Max is a lot hotter. I don't know. There's something I like about redheads. One, and she has a very underdog hotness about her. 11 was just like always hot and cute, like even from season 1. And now I know I'm getting a little creepy because she was like 15. But she always had like this very adult, like this adult vibe about her, which was a little bit creepy. Um, but yeah, yo, I'm gonna have to go Mad Max. Mad Max, yo, she's a G. And the way they had 11 in this in this in this season, yo, that her fit and her vibe wasn't doing her any favors. Um, Also, shout out to Robin. She was also looking like a baddie this season. That's all I'm gonna give you as in terms of my rundown right now for season 4, volume 1 of Stranger Things. Is are they hot or are they not? Um, yeah, Robin. She was looking fine. She was looking she was looking all right. Hey, this fucking pussy, nigga. She was looking great this season. Nancy, she's still a one. She's still a one out of, 1 out of 1. If you know what that means, shout out to you. Um, but yeah, man, her face, she just looks like, I see mad memes as if she looks like her celebrity look alike is Timothy Chalamet. And I can't get that out of my head. Yeah, and just her face is shaped like home plate. Like this shit is like a real geometry problem. Um, yeah, she's still a 1 out of 1. Who else? Um, Steve Harrington, still a stud. Still a stud. Steve Harrington, fucking stud. Keep doing you. He's my favorite character in the show. Or he's up there at least. I think he's my favorite. Um, there's some good new ones though in this one. Kim. I don't know. It was a good season overall. I can't wait for volume 2. They're gonna basically drop 2 movies to end season 4, and then the season 5, and then I think that's it, really. I think it ends. I think they plan to end it on season 5. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, my guys. I'm not a good small talker. I've noticed in some situations, maybe, or what it is that small talk just bothers me, depending on the context. You know what it is? I've noticed that small talk among people that are your age, kind of, maybe in like a maybe almost in like maybe like in a reunion setting, in the sense that like you haven't seen somebody in a long time. It almost feels like it's just like constant subtle flex after subtle flex, right? Um, and for those of you saying, "Oh, Jeremy, well, maybe that just says something about what you think about where you are in life," and like, no, 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 no. I'm happy where I'm at in my life right now. I'm happier than where I was last year. All right, and I talked about this last year, and maybe it still does. Maybe there's still some residual shit there, but I don't think that's what it is. Everybody just always wants, yeah, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Or you should do this and you should do that. Oh my God, that's great. Where you living? What are you doing for work? Oh my God, that's crazy. Do you like it? Oh my God, I could never. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I just, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just like constant, like, who's better at who's having the better who's better at adulting right now, who's getting more adult shit done right now. It's like I feel like I am, but it's just like, yeah, I don't know, small talk's annoying. That's why I'm always like, I'm getting better, or even at just like at talking to parents small talk. Oh my God, that's one thing. That's why I'd rather just be a math teacher, like so I don't have to talk to these to these parents and tell them about how bad their kids are and shit like that. All I have to do was write my specific report within their performance in the subject of mathematics, and boom, yeah, hello ahí. Um, mm, yeah, man, math. Give me, I'm already hitting a wall, but I just hit the 30-minute mark. which is always the goal for these solo podcasts, which is have been going on for too long now, man. I've been saying I need guests. I need to go on a guest run, guys. I do. I know. Listen, I know. I need to go on a guest run. The studio is coming along, and I need to actually talk to somebody as opposed to just talking to myself. Right, meow. Um, that'll come in due time, but I do need a guest run again on this show, at least before I go back to doing this Dolo Smolo thing. I like the Dolo Smolo thing. It's good practice for myself. I mean, I'm only doing this twice a week. You get twice a week. That's OD. I'm doing this once every 2 weeks. I'm sorry, once every 2 weeks. Mama huevo! And it's fun. It's when I can find my pocket and just really just let my mind just flow and just talk about nonsense. That's what it is too. Sometimes I'm just talking nonsense. Sometimes I'll say some shit. There's so many times where I'm just talking and then I'm just like, what the fuck was I'd be a minute and I'm like, what the fuck was I even just making a point about? And then I notice back when I go back and edit this shit, like, yo, you make no sense right now, but it is what it is. It's getting darker. I'm losing light, guys. I'm losing light. I think this might be a short one. Hopefully, I don't have to edit it too much. Hopefully, that way I don't edit it, it'll still stay above the 30-minute mark. Um, but I hope you enjoyed this episode. I feel like there was something else that I wanted to talk about that I didn't write down, but that I was thinking about today, and I'm forgetting about it now. Um, and so I'm just going to see if let's see. You know what? Let me check. Let's see. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, friends. I say friends a lot now. You can't say guys because it's a gender leaning, gender biased term. So I'm just used to saying friends. So until next time, friends, um, dirtbags isn't a gender neutral term or gender leaning or biased. So I could still stick with dirtbags, right? Okay. All right. Until next time, you dirtbags. Holla.